Life in its raw form is not meant to be comfortable. It was never designed to please us, to make sense, or to obey our expectations. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. They didn't chase illusions of happiness or comfort. They sought strength, clarity, and peace within chaos. Here are 8 harsh truths about life that few dare to face, yet all must accept if they wish to live with true inner power. 1. Life owes you nothing. No one promised you an easy path. The world doesn't owe you fairness, love, or recognition. The sooner you accept this, the freer you become. Entitlement breeds misery. Gratitude breeds peace. The Stoic sees every day as a gift, not something guaranteed. You were not born to be served by life, but to serve life with your character. 2. Most of what happens is beyond your control. We spend years trying to bend the world to our will. People, events, outcomes. But the Stoic truth is simple. Control ends where your mind ends. You can control your actions, your words, and your attitude, nothing more. The rest belongs to fate. Once you truly internalize this, frustration fades and calmness takes its place. Serenity begins when resistance ends. 3. People will disappoint you. Even those you love most will let you down. Some will betray you. Others will simply not understand you. Expecting perfection from people is a recipe for bitterness. Epictetus said, "When you kiss your child, remind yourself that they are mortal." This was not coldness, it was preparation. To love without attachment is to love freely. To expect less is to suffer less. 4. Pain is the greatest teacher. Pain refines the soul. It strips away illusions and forces you to face yourself. Every hardship carries a lesson, often the ones we resist the most. The Stoics didn't seek pain, but they didn't run from it either. They saw it as the forge of character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Your wounds are not your weakness. They are the blueprint of your strength. 5. You will be forgotten. One day your name will fade, your face will vanish from memory, and everything you built will crumble. To the ego, this sounds terrifying. To the Stoic, it's liberating. If nothing lasts, then what matters most is how you live now. Fame dies, but virtue endures within the moment. Live not for legacy, live for integrity. 6. Happiness is not the goal. Modern culture teaches us to chase happiness as if it's a prize, but happiness is not something you chase. It's a byproduct of living rightly. The Stoics aimed not for joy, but for tranquility, the kind of peace that remains when everything else collapses. True happiness comes from harmony between your actions and your values, not from pleasure, comfort, or success. 7. You are your own worst enemy. Your greatest battles are not with the world, but with yourself. Fear, anger, envy, these are the enemies within. The Stoic path is a war against your own impulses. Discipline is freedom. He who conquers himself is greater than he who conquers an empire. Every day is a test of mastery, not over others, but over the chaos inside you. 8. Death is closer than you think. We live as if we have endless time, yet tomorrow is never promised. Memento mori. Remember that you must die. To remember death is not to be morbid, it's to be awakened. When you realize your time is short, trivial things lose their grip on you. You stop delaying life, you speak honestly, you live deliberately. Death is the shadow that makes life shine brighter. Final reflection. The Stoics did not fear the harshness of life. They embraced it as the training ground of the soul. To accept these truths is not to surrender, but to awaken. You cannot control life, but you can control your mind. You cannot avoid loss, but you can face it with dignity. Strength is not built in comfort. Peace is not found in pleasure. Wisdom is not learned in safety. Face reality, and you will discover freedom.